a war is coming. Two nations, the sign God showed me, two nations that were separate, they're about to collapse to become one. When you see that sign happen, let those who are on the mountaintop not come down again. So that we move the livelihood of people, and it's going to be cyber. This thing is fast approaching Africa. I told you one time, I think last year or something, that they're about to arm Africans, give African weapons to fight themselves, and then do a colonial, another style of colonialism by trying to intervene. They will recolonize Africans just because they want the lands of Africa.
Hello beloved, welcome back to Pat Rhema Channel. I brought you an interesting video from Apostle Joel, and this is what the man of God has for us in 2024, what God has revealed to him that is going to happen in the world and also in Africa. And he warned us Africans to be careful with our land, that something that happened to our forefather is going to happen to us again if we are not careful, and we should fight for our lands, that they are going to make us to fight each other. But guys, I'm not going to talk much. I want you to watch the video. Here is it.
Because the Holy Ghost told me, he said, tell the Africans not to fight each other. Guard your land. They are coming for your land. How many of you remember that? Yes. Now you are hearing about coup. They are arming you to fight against yourself. To become a part of a war you know nothing about. And then there will now come another fresh wave of colonialism. They will come and take away the lands of the people. That's because trouble is about to come to their land. You also start seeing foreign military base in Africa. Powerful military. Why sometimes I don't want to come out to say it, because it will look as though you are saying fairy tale. And when it happened, they'll say, but you saw it, why didn't you stop it? But in those days, they won't even have mouth to talk. Because I saw this spirit of dread. It was like an emaciated spirit of poverty, crippling poverty, clothes torn. And it was a spirit of dread. Are you? Look to the south. It will sweep from the south. Oh my God. You see, a fire will boil it. It will be boiling. This nation will be implicated. Bulgaria, this one, Canada, this nation. You just see it will start boiling. From the most unexpected place. The big thing that will start the conflict, that everybody's looking at, is not, no. It will be something very minute. Something very unexpected. Something that was not part of the whole. So he told me, say next year is going to be the year of healing. And he said, yeah, next year is going to start from June. In the calendar, the year starts from January. But in the spirit, 2024 is going to start from June. And 1 year is going to be collapsed into 6 months. He told me that 6 months is going to be for 1 year. Within that 6 months, those that are waited on him, he will empower them. Some of you, he will relocate you. There's a lot of furnishing that God is going to do within 6 months. So a lot of you are going to have your best years from June next year till the end of the year. He said, not a man is to prepare you for 2025. He called it in the spirit the year of dominion, the year of invasions. Will be by 2023. I'm telling you this thing beforehand. Whatever. There are some crowds. Intercessors had to shift it. The Apollo K virus that the Lord has been telling me about for 2.5 years, and I've been prophesying, is already at your doorsteps. I saw this strange virus, and people's nose and their ears were bleeding, and they started behaving mental for a very short time, and then they died. And it was called the zombie. In the spirit, I saw the Apollo K virus. A prophet that saw that word, I think in the US, I remember the Lord spoke to her. He said that thing you saw as the abbreviation Apollo. He said, prophet of God is the Apollyon. It's going to be like the sting of the serpent, the Apollyon virus. So when the year of dominion begins in 2025, You are going to see nations join nations, nations collapse, nations separate. And then traveling will be halted. You are going to hear that international trade routes travel halted. There will be no much travel. So even if you traveled out, you will not be able to even come to your own country. Salem will give praise. Now, you may hear this as, oh, he's putting fear. No, sir. Every prophetic word is an advantage of knowledge. Salem will give praise. 2025 is going to be an immediate year. It's going to be an immediate year. You are going to see success, success, success. June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And everything abruptly overnight will just change to chaos. It's not going to be gradual. So what's the prayer? Bless us with multiple lands and multiple addresses. Now, this prayer may not make sense now. Some of you who believe you are stuck to one place, woe to you. If your gospel is a gospel that is stuck, woe to you. We can pray by intercession. God is okay, let 2024, let it extend into 2025. But dominion and invasion is set in the spirit, is written. A dominion and invasion that is going to lead to over 3.5 years of contention. Amonesi la manakamu, isole mamona mama. You are going to look at Japan on the news and you are going to see a mighty fireball rising. Asela monagai, elule paramonama. I see ships all over Germany, and the whole seas are locked. And oh my God, ekamana sela mudani. That time, your what power? USA. It will now be like two brothers who have taken a cloth and they've torn it among each other. And they say this faction guard the east and rule the east, and this faction rule the west.
So, guys, you all heard what the man of God has said. He went further to pick points out a lot of things that is going to happen in 2024. The first point for me, he says that Africans should be careful because they are going to give you weapons to fight each other so that you can tear yourself down. Then at the end of the day, they will come to colonize you and take over your lands because they need lands to operate. And we should be careful, and we should also be wise so that these people don't come to manipulate us just like the way they manipulate our forefathers and all those things and enslave us. This time around, they are coming for our lands. Their eyes are on our land, and we should be careful. And he also went further to talk about the virus that is going to hit the world again. Guys, I believe that we have not even fully recovered from COVID, and another one is coming. We should put everything in prayer, and we shouldn't take a lot of things for granted because these men of God, they have been giving prophecy back to back concerning this virus. I think that was Pastor John. He gave prophecy in 2024 concerning the virus that is being cooked in the lab, and we should be prayerful Christians so that it doesn't overwhelm us. Because you all know COVID overwhelmed everybody, not just in Africa. There were a lot of cases and all those things, but I didn't know who has COVID or somebody that say, "Oh, I know somebody that have COVID." But from what I saw online, from what I watch, and from what I've read, it's really well on them in those aspects of the world, like the western world, the Asians and all those things. Like those places, they suffer it severely more than we the Africans. And I believe that this one that is coming, and prophecy has been given concerning it several times, that we should be careful and we should be prayerful that it does not overwhelm us. Because see, I don't think I've fully recovered from COVID. Then and another one is coming, which is not easy. And also we should also pray for what he says, like about what is going to happen in 2024, how the year is not going to begin in January, rather is going to begin in July. So we should be careful, and before you know what you have not achieved, that is what we all Christians and everybody is hopeful that we want breakthrough in this year 2024. We want things to turn around, all our prayers should be answered, and also that we should use sense. In as much as we are praying about it, we should also use sense about a lot of things, because nothing goes for nothing and nothing comes for nothing. So we should be mindful of the things that we are going to do in 2024, because this year is not going to begin in January. As you all see, the year has begun and a lot is happening already, but he says that this year is not going to begin in January, but the year is just like 1 year will be compiled into 6 months, like you all heard what he said. So, what can we do at this point? As you all know, some things happen in Nigeria. I think that was yesterday or this morning. The explosion that happened in Nigeria, and all these things, prophecies have been given concerning it, concerning 2024, that all manner of things are going to happen, and we should be careful and we should be prayerful. So, guys, me, I urge us at this point that we should put everything in the hands of God. There is nothing that is too big for God to do for us, but we should also take some of these prophecies that are being given seriously, because they speaks into the future and into the present. So we shouldn't take a lot of things for granted. You shouldn't be like, oh, he said it, I didn't take it serious, now it has happened. You should be prepared. Your mind, your soul should be prepared for what is going to come and for what is going to happen, because you can control the physical, but you can't control the spiritual. So those that can control both the physical and the spiritual, what they say is we should take it serious and we shouldn't take them for granted. And I feel like this is what the man of God is warning us. And also we should use our mind around a lot of things. We shouldn't take a lot of things for granted, and we should do things the way we are supposed to do. We shouldn't just be like, oh, he has given all this prophecy, they will say it won't happen, this, that. A lot of people are dating Thomas here, and I know that. Don't come for me, but one thing I want you to, just for your own safety and for your own benefits and for things that will favor you at the end of the day, so that it doesn't come to you as a surprise. It should be something that you have prepared your mind for it, so that when it comes, you know how to go about things, and also put your life in order, because nothing is easy, and so that a lot of things doesn't take us unaware and all that. And please, if you've not subscribed to Pat Rhema Channel, kindly pause this video, subscribe, comment, like, share with family and friends, so that you don't miss out on any of our content. And don't forget to turn on the post notification to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.